She collects belts. She's going to be going for one more. It's Skarlett challenging Bobbi Tyler for the IPW Women's title. Right now, let's go to ringside. Chris Hatch.
The following contest is a women's match set for one fall. Introducing your participants.
Let's just go back on what you said. She's not just the EWW Women's Champion, she is the EWW Champion.
She's
of the whole promotion.
EWW World Heavyweight Champion. She's not the Women's Champion, she's the World Champion. And she has been dominant. Do you know what? I don't actually have my notes to hand right now, but I can tell you that she's been champion of EWW for, I think, quite close to 2 years, if not over 2 years. It's a dominating run, the likes of which we've only seen in IPW once or twice.
Not only that, she was the Bellatrix British Champion for 950 days. That's 2.5 years, the longest reign ever. I believe you mean she was a fighting champion.
Absolutely.
May 2015 to December 2017. This is what I mean. She collects championships, and Skarlett is going for one more in the IPW Women's Championship.
And in terms of experience, in terms of big match experience, Skarlett wins that hands down. Bobbi Tyler's only 2 or so years in the business.
2 years in there compared to 10.
And this is only her second defence.
She looks nervous.
She does, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, understandably so.
She's doing that anxious thing where she's always like pretending. She's pretending to be scared, but actually deep down I think she might actually be a little bit scared.
I'll tell you something, I'm scared of Skarlett.
Yeah, I think what Bobbi Tyler's doing, I think the saying is you fake it till you make it. She's pretending she's not scared. She's trying to put on that brave front. She's the champion. She's got to go in there and defend. She can't just say, oh, I'm scared of you. But there you go, straight in the face. Not backing down.
I have no problem in admitting that Skarlett terrifies me. It's not just the spiders all over her. She is a fearsome competitor.
The following contest is for the IPW Women's Champ.
Oh, wait a minute, no. She's whispering Chris Hatch is here again. Patting him on the head. She, of course, tapped Chris Hatch formally.
That was great.
The following contest is a women's match set for one fall.
What?
Not again.
Hold on a minute.
Introducing first, to my left, from battle, she is the bombshell from hell, Skarlett!
Big reception for Skarlett from down the road in battle. What an appropriate hometown for a fearsome lady like this.
Her opponent to my right, from Paddington in London, she is your current reigning and not defending IPW Women's Champion, Bobbi Tyler!
This happened recently in Milton Keynes. She had a match against Sierra Loxton, who was supposed to be getting a title match, and once again, for the second time, she squelched on the idea of defending a championship thing.
Well,
is she allowed to do that? Is it her prerogative? I would have assumed that she can't do that.
Well, the championships have to be defended every, I think it's 90 days. So if she's defended that or had a title match within 90 days, which she has because it's been less than 90 days since she beat Zaya Brookside, then theoretically she can, but then on the other hand, they signed a contract.
Exactly. I'm sure she can't just go back and she can't just decide, oh, you know, I don't feel like defending the challenger today. I've never heard the like from a champion.
You know something? I'm not a solicitor. I think yeah, we need a legal brain to look through the wording of the contract, but must be very frustrating for Skarlett.
Well, she was coming down here presumably because she wanted the championship opportunity, which she had. Like you said, she collects belts. That's what she was here for.
Yep. Wise move from Bobbi Tyler.
Is it wise? Maybe it's wise in the sense that she can't lose the championship.
There you go.
We can't dispute that.
Thank you for answering your own question.
Yeah, but also, it surely makes it more dangerous because you've just taken a championship opportunity away from your opponent. Surely that's going to make them even more angry. That's going to make them more willing to punch you in the face.
You know, in the old days, the glory days of World of Sport era wrestling, you had to beat the champion in a non-title match to earn yourself a title shot a lot of the time. So that's just what Skarlett's going to have to do. She reins in those forearms on Bobbi Tyler.
Oh, what? Wow!
Oh, look at the face on Skarlett. She is fuming. Now do you see why I find her so terrifying?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that face.
What a pedigree she's had in the business. She's beaten Doug Williams in a World Championship match. You know, she has a list of accomplishments mile long back in IPW and, as you said, in Bellatrix and other companies.
Yeah, I mean, she's faced the likes of Sweet Saraya and Paige, Aisha Redmond, the alpha female, and of course, as you just said, Doug Williams. She'll fight anyone.
And it's not really that long of a list of people who can say they've beaten Doug Williams in a championship match, especially a World Championship match.
Indeed.
I mean, Kip Sabian can, but, you know, in terms of IPW, there's not many people.
I think it's probably one of the few people in the world who can say they've wrestled Paige and Doug Williams.
Absolutely.
Just a 2 count for Skarlett, and well, she has been in the driving seat. It's been all Skarlett so far.
Leg 2, Tom Scarborough only gets to 2.
An axe leg drop. And Bobbi Tyler writhing in agony, trying to escape, but Skarlett drags her back to the centre of the ring.
And this is a completely different picture than the one we saw in Mildred Keynes recently when she was not defending the championship against Sierra Loxton. Bobbi Tyler, to be fair, had the most offence in that contest and didn't put the championship on the line. When I called that, when I said it was just an act of cowardice, do you know what, Dean? I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm beginning to warm to your side of the opinion. It is quite wise because she's really not got a foothold in this contest.
She is being dominated at the moment. You know, all the things we talked about beforehand, the experience factor, even the geography, the fact that, you know, this is just a stone's throw from Skarlett's hometown of Battle. She got a huge reception from the local fans here in Eastbourne. Everything, you know, she was ready. Everything was all in the recipe. The ingredients were all there in the recipe for her to come out of here as the IPW Women's Champion.
Obviously, Tom Scott got the count going, using the environment at ringside as her weapon. We call her the Queen of Extreme in EWW. She is very, very adept at being on the outside of the ring and using that environment as a weapon, let me tell you. Champion takes down Scarlett, the clothesline, 2. Can she turn that into any momentum though? That's the question. Title is not on the line, but there's a lot riding on this really, because as we said before, as you've said before, Dean, if a champion is beaten by someone, it does sort of give them more gravitas to say, yes, they actually do deserve that championship opportunity because they've pinned the champion.
Plus, you know, time will be Bobbi Tyler's enemy because those 90 days will be up before she knows it. She's got to defend that belt. Unless, you know, you get a special dispensation from the IPW Championship Committee. But
I don't see that happening this time around, you know?
If Bobbi Tyler wins, then she dispatches Skarlett. But if Bobbi Tyler loses, then this is a problem that will not...
Oh!
This is a problem that will not go away.
Crowd resolutely behind, if we're being honest, the hometown hero.
Yeah.
Bobbi trying to control the pace, but she couldn't do it. Look at the strength of Skarlett. Dancing Bobbi Tyler to the ground with a side slam. 2. Pulled her up. Did you see that? She pulled her up.
Very odd move. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that.
She decided she wanted to install a little bit more pain.
Going for is that a cloverleaf by the looks of it? If she can turn her over.
Pulling her by the legs.
our champion is just our champion is being dominated by.
And she's centre of the ring, Dean. She's absolutely nowhere near the ropes. She's trying to turn it. Yes, I think it's like a high cloverleaf. Oh!
Yeah.
Twisting her. Look at the angle of the back and sits right over.
And now she sits over. Surely it's got to be. She's slap bang in the middle of the ring. The referee saying no, but how much longer can Bobbi Tyler hold on? She's crawling on her elbows and forearms to get to those ropes, and she gets there.
Credit to the champion has to be given there for managing to get from one side of the ring all the way to the other, because where Skarlett had it hooked, it meant she had to travel all the way across. Keep going for the axe kick. Catches her right on the back of the head, and down goes the women's champion. Bobbi Tyler is disorientated, and Skarlett. Oh, wait a minute! What the hell? Just put a cover. It's on Skarlett's head. Just clogged Skarlett in the head with the championship belt. I don't think Skarlett saw anything. Goes for the cover. This is a travesty, Dean. No, she's got the foot on the ropes. Veteran instinct by Skarlett there.
Oh, Bobbi Tyler thinking, what have I done and what am I going to do now?
Oh, we've seen her do this before. This is how she's been winning matches recently, with that modified dragon sleeper, which also hooks the body.
The feet are locked. Her feet are locked. That arm is locked around, and
the belt's been called for Skarlett. I don't believe it.
Wow!
That's a shocker and a half.
Here is your winner, Bobbi Tyler.
Wow, nobody saw that coming. The damage was done by the title belt. That was what did the damage. It allowed her to get the submission.
Well, you know, the old adage, the ref can't see what the ref doesn't call. At the end of the day, Tom Skarlett was busy fighting off a marauding jacket and didn't see that belt shot, which that was the difference maker.
I mean, the adage, you've got to do what you've got to do, is somewhat apparent, I suppose, but I think she's made a bit of a mistake, and Skarlett chased her all the way into the back here.